Okay, we're going to try and build this part here. This is 10A. So we will go over to CATIA, name your part, change your student name, construction geometry, make the part by the in-work object. So that's got to be the in-work object. Using your contextual menu, select the in-work object. We'll go here. And we'll create a sketch. I'll just slide this out of the way. Just create a rectangle anywhere. I'm going to use the width of 4 and the height of 1 to create the first box. Because this is 4 and this is 1, so I'm just kind of creating that box there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this radius up here by doing a full circle. But before I do that, I'm going to take this top line and I'm going to break it so it's two different lines. So when I hit break, I can just kind of click right in the middle, and that's going to be where it breaks it to where there's two separate lines. There's a line here and a line over here. I'll just move this constraint over this way. Okay, so I got, again, two lines. The reason why I did two lines is I want to create a circle right here in the middle and then do a 1-inch radius. Now what I'm going to attempt to do is put in the radius in between here and here, because if you look at the part, they've got this radius and just immediately blends into this 1/4-inch radius here. So in order to do that, we're going to use this one here. That's that corner command. Corner this circle to this line, and then I could just come up here or just go here and click a spot, and it creates that radius. If I want to, I can double click it and just change it to 1/4 inch right now. See how this line is still sticking out? We're going to trim that again using the corner command. So the corner command will trim that line to wherever this curve meets, put the radius on what side I want, and just click a position, double click it, and change it to a 1/4 inch radius. And now I can go ahead and select the circle right here. I don't remember what the diameter was. I'll just go right to constraint with it already highlighted. Oh, it's already in there, sorry. So that radius value is 0.75 diameter. So let's change this to a diameter call out and type in 0.75. Guess what? This is a radius and this is a radius. It's the same thing. What I can do here is highlight the whole thing and go right to corner and type in a 1/4 inch radius, and it'll add in whatever corners are there to be cornered. I'll just move these out so that people can see the numbers. Okay, I like to always have this readable for the guys in the shop or somebody else that might be working on my part be able to see my actual numbers. Okay, there also are a couple of holes here. Those holes are 0.5, right here, 0.5 diameter. So I create that hole here, and we'll do another hole over here, and that should be a diameter of 0.5, and this one should be a diameter that equals this one over here. So if I click on it and say OK, whoops, what happened there? I have to leave that in radius when I do that though. This has to be radius, I believe, as well. So let's try that again. I got to hit equals, click on this, and then they make them equal to each other. Again, I'll try and change this to a diameter. Select OK. If I double click on this, I could change it now to a diameter. Select OK. This FX means is linked to this. If I change this to 3/8, 3 divided by 8, both holes will be 3/8. Change it back to a 1/2 inch. Both holes are a 1/2 inch. Actually, I think I might be done. let's go ahead and create constraints. What I'll do here is go to constraint, and what I want to do is constrain from this to this point. I don't know when I'm going to learn this, but it's usually easier to try and get that point first and then get this line, and that dimension's fine. I'll just move this closer, ½ inch off the part, and then this should be 3/8 of an inch off. Okay. Now I want to locate the hole, so we're going to go to constraint and locate from this. I just got done telling myself make sure to get the point first. See, it has a hard time if I don't do the point first. Do a hole, dotted dimension from this point to this edge here. Okay, so I'm locating the distance from this edge to this hole, and I'm going to locate the dimension see if I can do this hole. No, it's not what I want. I can't. I got to go to the centers. Actually, in the book they had it dimensioned from this point to this line. Okay, and that's how they have it. All right, and then I'm going to set this line and this line as anchors. Remember, you have to delete the H and the V. So if you want to just do this and then use your dialog box, you could have just chosen fix and then turn these off at the same time. Okay, so those H and V's got to go. Now the reason why these are still green or black is they're not fully constrained. What I would do is I would put an axis from this point to this point over here, and I would constrain that line to this bottom line. I missed. I'm going to hit undo because I didn't want that dimension in there. I want to constrain from that axis to this bottom line. It's just that actual 3 that gets in my way. It's so goofy. It's like that, and now I'm controlling how high the circles are. 0.75, you'll see the hole shift up, and then 0.5, see the holes shift down. This is not correct. This is not a good practice, and I'm going to show you why in the next demo.